Hello, and welcome to Show of Hands Hangout number 32. We recently found out that Show of Hands on air went for 49 episodes, so now we have a goal of trying to hit that. And we'll see how it goes, but we're doing okay so far. We have one new user and one returning user on, so I'll let you two introduce yourselves, say who you are on the app, what you'd like us to call you, and the last thing that you had to drink.
Okay. Should I go first then?
Sure.
Alright. On the app, I'm Christian1459. Call me Christian. And this is Cherry Coke.
All right, you're up.
Hi, I'm avegetarian. My name, you can call me Annie, and I last drink water.
There you go.
Plain water.
I kind of want to make an Annie joke now. I just realized this.
What's that?
Annie, the musical.
Well, let's have it.
What's the joke?
Right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm put on the spot. I don't know.
All right.
People in school, they used to call me anally. That's what they would call me. Like, haha, anally. I'd be like, haha. Funny. Never heard that one before.
Annalie. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Yep.
mommapomba on the app. You can call me Mama. You can call me Julie. I don't care. I drink a lot of water. That's what I did. Right here. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And I'm Firefly5 on the app, or Guyton in real life, and I'm good with anything. Last thing I had was coffee.
It smells so good.
It really does. She's
Why
not.
is your face doesn't look like it then?
She's not a coffee drinker, so for her it's bad news. But she was also
Gotcha.
like him, so I thought now is the time to do it without it bothering her.
Yeah, but I can smell it. Yep.
So we have a couple of user ones, don't we?
Yeah. And I just have to say that we absolutely love it when users post questions.
We do. This actually makes it a lot easier for us, and it's nicer having questions that people are interested in instead of whatever random stuff we come up with.
Mm-hmm.
We're weird, and you don't want that.
Like you used to do that, the thing on the computer where come up with a caption or whatever.
Oh yeah, caption.
That was hard to do though. It was really hard to come up with good pictures.
I came up with a few when just watching it when I wasn't on a couple times.
Mhm.
I wish I was on.
Post. That's
Yeah.
a fun thing.
Post a couple, or if you've got ideas, or
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Okay.
yeah, for anyone that comes on, if you've got stuff you want to ask or things you want to pull, pictures you want to whatever, just do it.
This is very user interactive friendly. Yeah. Okay, so Fracy, who we're going to get on the show one of these days, Fracy says, do you still actively look for new music to listen to, or are you in a place where you're most comfortable with just your old favorites? If you stopped searching for new things, at what age did you stop, approximately?
Oh, that's good.
I don't feel like I actually actively look for anything. I feel like it just comes up, you know? Like somebody will be like, oh, I found this, like you should listen to this, because that's what's been happening so much lately. So I don't feel like I really actively look for anything, really. It just pops up, you know? Like I think Pandora, like I think that's what's really easy too, is like you can just find random things, you just click like thumbs up and that's just it. I don't know. I don't know when I stopped actively, like maybe 16? Probably kind of bad, but people show me recommendations and I'll listen to it, then I'll just keep going on and on.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much right there. I don't know if I've ever actively looked for music so much as just, hey, this is cool, and then you're around people who listen to that and they say, hey, check this out. All right, sure.
It's true. Although I feel like my comfort music is like what my parents and my older siblings listened to, so I don't know.
My parents listened to Neil Diamond. It's not comfort music.
So, yeah, I don't think I ever actively looked for stuff. New music is getting tossed my way all the time, though.
Mm-hmm.
I just got our seasons, for next season's repertoire of music, and I've only heard of two of the composers, so I was like, this could be a lot of fun. So, it'll be interesting. What about you, Christian? You still look for music, or you set in your
I
own...
used to do it a lot, looking for music. As you guys said, like, it comes to us, from different people, friends, family. On the radio, you're driving, you hear a new song you haven't heard before,
Mm-hmm.
and then they play it. It's on the top hits channel, and they play it over and over and over. It's not fun, but yeah.
I I don't hear too much music on the radio because in the car if I'm by myself I'll listen to audiobooks or I listen to talk radio, NPR and
Yeah.
The only talk show I could listen to is like Elliot in the morning, because my dad liked him and listened to him too. It's funny.
But then we've got young kids, so when it's music in the car, it's like, here's a playlist with a crap ton of songs, and we keep trying to add to it because, well, when you've got 10 songs, you get through them really quickly, and when you've got 120, then you can at least not hear the same song over and over again. And they do like actual music, which is nice. It's not like we're stuck listening to, here's a group of 12 kindergartners singing The Little Green Frog or something like that. It's actual music you would hear on the radio, just it's pretty selective, I guess. I don't know. There's that. That's our youngest is up. She's got her phone where she's reading off those questions. I'll do another one. This one's from Madge. There's a room in your house with a window that's high enough off the floor so that the bottom sill is at your eye level. Madge, I'm sorry, I meant to ask this one last time, and then last week we didn't go because, the whole trip thing. So I'm getting to it as quickly as I can, I guess. So that the bottom sill is at your eye level. But because your house is on a hill, the distance from the ground outside to the bottom of the window is taller than most humans. So anyone wanting to look in would need a stool or a short ladder. Your neighbor's house is so much lower than yours that out the window you can only see the top ridge of their roof. You can't see any houses beyond that. Do you feel comfortable dressing and undressing in front of that window?
So there's no curtains or anything?
No.
Probably not, just because the idea of it. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Annie?
I feel like I would just do it. I never really go by my window though when I change. I always just go and by my closet, and your closet is never by a window.
That's true.
So I feel like I'd be fine doing whatever, especially if I knew they couldn't see me.
My in-laws have a walk-in closet that has a window in it.
Ooh.
The only time I've ever seen something like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
It's possible, obviously. I mean, build a house how you want, but
Right.
Yeah.
I guess if you leave dirty clothes in there and you need to air it out or something, or your shoes.
Yeah.
Your shoes smell that bad.
No, I was thinking about this question too, and I think I would have no trouble at all changing, or really anything in front of that window, especially in the sort of situation where somebody who wants to look in would really have to be making an effort.
I think you'd hear before, so you'd be like, okay, time to move away, I feel like it's like a struggle to be able to go see out of that window when I hear someone rustling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would. I think I'd be able to get undressed really quickly or cover up before they'd even see anything.
I'm sure it depends on how long you've lived there too. If you get more comfortable with the house, then you might do that be more likely to do that.
There's a window. Your house is on a hill, and there's a window. you can see out the window, but because of how the house is built, no one would be able to see in unless they were really trying, like with a stool or a ladder.
Creepers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable getting dressed and undressed in front of that window?
Sure.
That's what I said too.
If they really want to see all of this in its glory, then they just got to be prepared. But pretty much after you have kids, you show everybody everything anyway, and you just kind of get over that. It's my house, dagnabbit. If I want to walk around with no pants on, I'll walk around with no pants on.
Fully support the decision.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, are we doing user questions?
Yeah, I just grabbed one of these.
Okay. From user Kenna Banana. Because it's now summer, what is the craziest, most exciting thing you've ever done while on a vacation? Funny story. So there was this house on a hill, and I had to get this ladder to look inside. Just kidding.
Ah, plot twist.
I know. I know.
Craziest thing we've done on vacation?
Yikes. I've done a lot of things.
I escaped out of Mexican jail.
For real?
No. That scares me. Oh.
I was like, man, that was epic. I have to hear that story.
It's like I'm not imagining now.
No. No. I don't think I have anything that exciting.
We lost my friend on a train one time. We were in D.C. and we lost him on the metro. And, like, we had been drinking already, and it was, like, you know, because it runs into, like, really late in the night. But it was, like, 11:30, and we were already, like, drunk. So we all, like, run because we wanted to go to Chinatown. So we, like, run into Chinatown, and all of a sudden we hear, like, boom! And it's literally my friend who literally just missed the train. And he literally, all of us were in tears, crying because he was, like, his face was, like, he's like, you guys left me.
That's good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I've done anything crazy.
I know, I'm trying to think of the last vacation. When's the last vacation we've been on?
Well, I went on one last week. Does that count as vacation?
No, that was a
Oh.
physics conference. That
Well,
doesn't
I
count
had
as
Fun.
That's vacation.
We did other things on other days and stuff, but man, I don't know if I can count that as vacation.
Well, it was vacation for me and the kids,
That's
just because you had to work. I don't know, vacation. There's that one time we did that one thing.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, we went parasailing on our honeymoon. That was pretty fun. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's very crazy, though. Yeah. I got nothing.
I don't know. I found a bamboo forest one time. We went out to like New Jersey, my friends and I, and there was like this bamboo forest, and we stayed there until like 5 in the morning.
There's bamboo in New Jersey.
Jersey? Yeah.
Yeah, it was at like Rutgers. They have like a bamboo forest.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it was
Cool.
actually pretty cool. That was neat.
Jacket?
Yeah, what in the world?
Andy, are you wearing a jacket? Are you cold?
Well, I'm in my basement, but I always wear it because like my job's super cold, so I always wear like a sweater. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like, because we like are right next to a garage, so it's like freezing all the time. So I always wear it. Then I just like keep it on basically.
It is not freezing all the time here. At all.
No.
It's so hot right now.
But today it was cool. It was like 66 today, like 63. So it wasn't that warm out. Because it like goes up and down. Because like the other day was like 88, then it's like 60, and then it's like, yeah, like Wisconsin weather is like the worst weather in the entire world. Like it's just never consistent. Like in the winter it'll be like -6, and then it'll be like 40 degrees like a couple days later, and you'll be like, cool.
Just on the opposite side of the lake. We totally understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's the worst. But it's kind of cool though, I guess.
It's not.
Not a lot of snow though, as much as I wish. But
Yeah, last 2 days in Maryland, it's been like really sunny and then like pours down and then just stops just for a brief amount of time. It's weird.
We've had a couple of days here recently where it's been just really hot and really humid, and it's not even that it starts raining so much as you feel like the air is completely saturated, and it's like the sky is just kind of dripping.
yes.
Like, there's not really a better way of saying it than that. It just feels like it's giving up on holding the most. Like it's. Ugh.
I swear, like every day is almost an ozone action day. You know, because like you have those days where it's like so humid outside. They're like, please actually don't go outside, and I'm like, ugh, it feels like that every day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Christian. I didn't hear any crazy stories. Got any crazy stories
Oh,
about vacations?
I can't think of any.
No.
I know I've done many things, but like I don't know about crazy.
Right? Yeah. Ugh.
It's funny because right after you said that, we could actually hear crickets here.
And I didn't even make a joke that time. That's for the future then.
Are you on it?
Who's predicting?
No, you won't.
Okay. Okay, so we have another question by the same user, and she asks, if you could live in the body of any
This one better.
SOH user for a week, who would you choose and why?
And you can't choose yourself because I've already tried that.
I see that.
Ooh.
I mean, my answer's easy. I would totally pick you.
Why?
Obvious reasons.
I don't know.
Because I wasn't going to pick you.
Yeah. No.
I think I was going to pick fat.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be hilarities.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe M. Bachman. That might be a good one.
Right.
Rhoda.
Not show of hands for a really long time.
That would be fun.
Oh man, who would I be? Oh, Tom. Laney.
Well, I was like,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
no, I need to take some of all of his grammar and English knowledge.
Man. I mean,
Okay, so pick somebody else, because we're like
Yeah.
the same person.
all right.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. He'll be back. Who would you be?
I don't know. That's much harder. No, that's much harder. I had a good answer.
Yeah, but
Come back.
no, that's the end of the question. You're holding things up.
No, I answered first.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. We have a ton of things from Fat. So, shall we wait until Christian gets back?
Oh, we can fill in.
Okay. Fat Shadow, who is also the funny man of SOH.
All right.
All right.
He's here.
Here's the question. Ready, Christian?
Yep.
The bad news is half the world's population disappears. Gone. The good news is you're still here. The twist is all the people that disappeared will now share a body with the remaining people. You have two options. Option numero one. You can choose anyone in the world to be the person sharing your body, but they are the dominant party and can take over whenever they want. Include who you would choose. Or option two. You do not get to choose who will be sharing your body with you, but you are the dominant party and will have full control over who gets to use your body at any given time. Who do you choose? Clarification, because he knows that we would nitpick away on some of these things. When I say share, I mean their brain is somehow also in your body. They think and all that jazz. And if you choose option one, they can take full control of your body as it's their own. Split personality type stuff.
Yeah. I want to say I'd like to be in control, but I mean I'm not perfect. But then again, nobody is. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd rather be in control.
So you would roll the dice and go with option two, and you might end up with Crazy Man McGurk.
Yes,
With all his Crazy Man McGurk thoughts.
I would.
Interesting. I am sorry, Fat Shadow, but I have no idea who it is you chose. You chose Ving Rhames. Anybody heard of him? Him?
What?
Ving, Like Ving, Rames, Rhames.
I have no idea who that is.
Nope.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to Google it. Give me a moment.
I will totally take the back seat. I don't care.
Oh, next guy.
Oh, nice, nicely played. If I'm gonna have another voice in my head,
Oh, that guy? Whoa. Yes.
if I'm gonna have another voice in my head, I mean, there are so many people that I wouldn't be able to stand having to hear all the time. So yeah, no, I would much rather take a back seat and be able to pick someone that's worth hearing. I'd have to think pretty long and hard about who that would be, but yeah. But I'd have a really hard time with the idea of being stuck with Pee Wee Herman, but being able to control my limbs. Like I don't care that much about my limbs. What about you?
I would want to choose as well because I feel like I would choose somebody that I could stand, you know? And I don't know. I don't really like the majority of the general population, so for me to roll the dice and worry that I'd have to get that, I just couldn't. I couldn't. Nope. So,
And realistically, they probably speak a different language. That'd be
fun.
That would suck.
It'd be fun, but it'd be even harder. What if you got someone who was a nonstop talker in a language you didn't understand?
Or
That'd be worse.
I don't know, maybe
I'm
not.
not sure if that'd be worse or better than
Right.
understand it.
So, I mean, if you somehow didn't make it, I would definitely want you. You're smarter than I am.
Probably not.
I didn't get invited to go to a physics conference.
Me either.
So what are you gonna do, Annie? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I think I would like to choose whose body I inhabit. I don't know, because, like, it's kind of scary. There's some people in this world where I'm like, man, I could potentially be in your body. I don't know. I'd rather be able to choose who I could
Walks down the
handle.
street, I'm gonna be in your body.
Right, like, let me roll the dice. I'm yours. Like, no, I'd rather choose whose body I'd be in.
I think
Or they control me. Or...
they would be
In
in
your
yours.
Yeah, so I'd rather, like, be able to choose someone smarter than me, like, more common sense, and then they could make me work.
Don't get on the train while you're drunk and leave your friend.
Right, like that kind of thing.
They're not gonna wait for you. No.
Right. Don't laugh when you leave.
That's funny. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. We have kind of a less serious, but it's very important question here from Facepalm. Snack chips. Pick your type: corn, potato, whatever, plain or flavored. And if you flavored it, then you know which flavor, of course.
I'd go with pita chips if I can get some hummus to go with them.
I'm just so healthy.
No, that was really good.
I go get you some pita.
I have no idea if that's. No, we're fine.
Like Stacy's pita chips? Wait, I don't know.
I
Or
like-
just any pita
I like-
chips?
Pretty decent pita chips, and
What are pita chips?
Say what now?
What are they?
You know what a pita is?
Nope.
You don't know what a pita is?
Nope.
Okay, so you know what a sandwich is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so a pita, it looks like a half circle, and it's open in the middle, and you can stuff it with deliciousness, right? So then you have like this sandwich, now it doesn't fall out everywhere. So
Gotcha.
then you take the delicious bread, and then they make it into a chip. Yummy, yummy, yummykins. You should eat them. They're really
They're
delicious.
really good.
Yeah,
I may.
it's worth the effort,
it is. It's yummy. Yeah.
especially because it's like no effort to go get some.
Right.
That's
in your
always good.
grocery store.
Okay, so Christian, what would you have then, Mr. No Pita Chip?
I don't know. The
Okay.
flavor would be like. Mm. Oh, no, there's a lot. I like a lot of stuff like barbecue-ish, and honey mustard. Not like the combination though.
Yum.
So something like that.
Okay. All right. Annie, what are we noshing on tonight?
I love hot and spicy Cheez-Its. I love Cheez-Its so much.
These are good.
Those are yum.
So
Absolutely.
good. I love Cheez-Its. You know, I also love those extreme cheddar goldfish.
I was
And I
hoping
would
you'd
eat
say
them with
goldfish.
avocados. Like, I would literally just, like, grab a spoonful of avocado and put some goldfish on there. That was, like, my best favorite snack ever.
That's yummy.
Do you think your love of cheese-flavored things has anything to do with your location?
Almost all of it. I love it because I love cheese curds. I'm obsessed with cheese curds. Like, I love Culver's cheese curds so much, which is probably, like, half my problem with pooping because I love cheese curds so much. I'm like, oh my
I knew it
God.
would come up once, at least once.
I love them. I like my friend's really constipated too, and she's like, I get a large thing of cheese curds. Like, I know I can't poop like 2 days from now. Like,
It's got it. It's so delicious. It's worth it.
I know, so good.
It's
That's
just
funny.
not something that's readily available here.
Well, they have
Like
it at
it's-
Culver's. She
it's-
just said.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You
But
can.
we have like in our grocery stores, we have like cheese curd sections.
Right.
Like, you'll literally have like old Wisconsin, like you'll see like little like in like your pick and save, like you'll literally have like a fresh cheese section where you can get any of the cheese like your heart desires. Yeah.
Getting constipated just thinking about it.
I know. That's why I was like, oh, I was born in the wrong state to have, well, I wasn't born here, but I live in the wrong state for poop from.
That's funny. Interesting. Good to know.
What are you having?
Oh, I think my go-to would be Cooler Ranch Doritos. But
Those are good. Mm.
I think that's because I wasn't allowed to have Doritos when I was younger. And so it's like now I see them all the time and I'm like, I can buy these and eat these and I'm going to. And or my new favorite are these things called bin crackers.
Oh, those are so good.
So good. They're kind of weird at first, but they're you can get them at a Korean market. But like the flavoring, it's got so many different flavors and it hits you all differently. And then you're like, whoa, what was that? And then you eat another one and it's really good. So bin crackers.
Never heard. I'll see ya.
They're yummy. So
They are very good.
I like those. Yeah, but I will always go for Cooler Ranch Doritos. And I will eat that whole bag. I didn't feel bad about it.
I've eaten too much of those. I'm starting to get sick of them.
Yeah, I haven't hit that yet. And I may or may not have gone through 2 family-sized bags in a week.
Oh, my word.
There's an XKCD comic. I don't know if you do XKCD at all, but there's an XKCD comic where he's got a graph and the title is My Overall Health. And on the bottom axis is age, and on the vertical axis it's like percentages or whatever, just some arbitrary scale. And it's this gradually climbing graph, and then it suddenly plummets, and that labels it's labeled and says, the day that I realized that I could make bacon anytime I wanted.
He's a vegetarian.
Oh, I love
I
bacon.
switched to a vegetarian.
Yeah. So that's funny.
Okay.
Okay. The Wolf says, if 1 million people suddenly tuned in to watch this episode, would you do anything differently or at least get nervous?
Knowingly, there would be 1 million? No.
We better make the Wikipedia page if that happened. Shoot.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang. I don't think so.
Probably not.
No.
Say hi, everyone who's watching.
Leave us a comment.
But even still, hi, everyone who's watching.
Yeah.
The less than million of you.
I don't think so. Jurassic Corn Dog didn't have a question, but he just
I
wanted
love that
a
name.
lot of digits of pi. So thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My birthday's on Pi Day.
Yippee.
Jurassic Corn Dog. Yep. 314.
So fitting. Okay, and then, oh gosh, Deist.
Deist?
Deist. I know he told us how to say it once, and then I didn't. Sorry.
I would think deist, but I don't. I guess it
I think
could
it
be
was
some.
Deist. I thought he
Oh, yeah.
phonetically spell it out for me. Do you remember? And we were both like, oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching, by the by. And he asks, excuse me, where do you hope to be in 10 years?
Oh God.
Well, I was like, 10 years, what is that? Makes me an adult.
I can answer this fairly well. I would hope to be, I guess, teaching at a reasonably good university, and past that, we really like where we live, and there are a lot of schools nearby here that would be good options. So maybe here, and if not here, if not within about a 50-mile radius of here, then it's probably likely to be a couple thousand miles. There's not too much of the in-between that's on our radar.
That's true. Mhm. Well, what about you, Annie?
Oh geez, I'll be 32. Oh God. Um,
That's kind of like adult age. Everybody's like, how old are adults? They're 32. So now we have finally matured
it's scary.
to the
Hey,
adult
we
age.
hit adulthood.
I know, right? It's scary.
I'd only be 29.
But
The show hit adulthood. We haven't hit adulthood yet. We'll get there.
Man, I hope to be 32. I hope to have a real job with like some money. I hope to travel a lot by then. Still be traveling. Probably be married with kids. I'm gonna have kids like or start having kids around that age. So that's what I hope. I hope to still be like cool and fun and stuff. Like,
Cool. And talk about pooping. Yeah.
right, yeah. Like I hope my kids talk about poop. Like if I have kids, like I
Oh,
hope
you
they
will.
talk about pooping like as much as I do. Like
We have a 6, a 4, and a 2-year-old, and they will. It's inevitable.
you actually can't get them to stop.
I believe it.
Ooh.
that's good. Let's see. Everyone should talk about it. People get so weird about it, but
It's a fact of life, and there's a book that says everybody goes
everybody poops.
Sometimes, apparently not if you eat too many cheese curds, but you're supposed to.
I know, cause I knew this one girl. She told me she's like I only poop every 18 days. I was like, how do you every 18 days?
He makes an effort to do that? Like,
Yeah, like, and I was like, well, does it hurt really bad? Like, what does that do? And she's like, no, it just slides right out, but it's like every 18 days. Like, you're freaked out. And I was like, you probably should be really freaked out, because
Yeah.
I get worried if I don't poop for like 3 days. I'm like, man, like, this is gonna be a rough one next time it comes out.
18 days. Wow, that's like interesting that she took the time to count.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I
very
mean?
Yeah. But she only showered like every 2 weeks too. She was like that kind of person. So I don't know. Maybe she pooped as often as she showered. Like they were like.
that's how she knew.
They
Yeah.
correlated.
Eek. Interesting.
Oh, man.
Interesting. Huh. What about you, Christian? Where are you doing in 10 years?
Or in 18 days.
I was going to say, hopefully.
Yeah. Showering, hopefully.
Possibly in Florida, but either graduate school for psychology or a theater school, performing arts school.
Why
You're in,
Florida?
wait,
Maryland.
you're in college now, yeah?
I'm in community college right now.
And this is your second year coming up, is that right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Are you taking time off in between?
Hmm?
Oh, I know. I'm wondering. I don't know how long. Like, I'm in grad school, but I don't know how long grad school lasts for different programs. I can tell you how long it lasts for physics, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people I know have MFAs, so what, 2 years? Like people I know who do theater and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I just don't know which one I want to do yet.
sure.
Theater's fun.
Do we have another one?
Yes, we do. SOH Floridian asks, what is your dream car and why?
Hmm.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to totally soccer mom it up, and I'm going to say, I love our Honda Odyssey. Yes. Oh, yes. You can fit many car seats and boosters in there and groceries.
I think
And
I'm going to
wagon.
one-up you.
What?
I'm going to one-up you.
Let's have it.
Tesla makes a 7-seater.
What?
Yep. You can buy it for $78,000,
That's it?
and it gets what is it, 103 miles per gallon.
Oh.
And it's
That's what it looks like?
Yeah.
That can't be the really?
Yeah.
Wow, check this thing out. It's pretty slick looking. For it being a 7-seater? Come on.
Yeah, wow, that does look really nice.
Yeah.
That is like a cool car, like a cool guy car.
Right? Like,
Honestly.
I'm going to pick up babes with all my stick figure people on the back.
We don't do this
Dog too, you know.
The whole family.
Wow, that's... But...
right?
Oh, but it's because they have seats
They have
facing
2 jump
backwards.
seats in the back.
That's pretty BA, though. Look at that. The jump seats in the back.
Well, that is cool.
Except I would get so motion sick in that.
No, because I like.
I hate that.
That's terrible.
Okay, yeah, I would be, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of trunk space. Yeah, there's a little bit. That's not bad. Okay, you. Whoa,
No,
whoa,
I was
those aren't
very-
the doors that go to it, are they? No, that's for something else.
I was very recently looking at cars, and was looking at cars specifically that had 3 rows of seats.
What?
And if you have to have that much seating capacity, then that makes sense to me. And it is just a pretty sweet car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess there's my
So you better start making
plug
some.
for that. It just looks fun,
Oh, that does look fun. Yeah, for 7
right?
7 seats. Dang. Okay, fine. You win.
How about you two?
Nice.
I always wanted a Beetle, like a Volkswagen Beetle, or like a station wagon. I love station wagons. For some reason, I have a car that looks kind of like a station wagon now, but that's like my favorite. Like, I just love them for some reason.
I know too many people with a Beetle, man. Or a PT Cruiser.
Oh, PT Cruiser.
Yeah, Beetle. Yeah, pizza. That's funny. Okay, all right. Would you put the eyelashes on the front lights like I've seen?
I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I don't know if I'm about that. I don't know if I'm an eyelash person.
You're not about that life.
Right. My headlights.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Christian, what's your car?
Ferrari 360 Spider.
Okay, well, yeah.
That's my dream
You don't
car.
have to seat people. That's a solid choice.
That's very true. Just me. Me in 10 years, just with that.
Just
There
the
you go.
car. Nothing else, just the car.
Realistically,
outside your
like I
car.
want to get a Nissan Altima soon. Like those. The new ones, maybe. I don't know.
Cool. Okay, I think we just hit all the user questions. Do you have any you'd like to?
I do. Let's do a couple of these. Would you rather be a tree that can feel pain or be an immortal snail?
Oh.
The poor tree.
Right.
Yeah, tree. Would it start crying? Like,
That was a tree crying.
You would be a tree, not beat.
oh, okay. Less sad now.
I'm not sure if it is.
I don't know. Because I like snails gross me out so much. It's like mice and then snails, you know? But then I couldn't do that to a tree because like I love trees and I have so many trees. So I want to be a tree that has feeling because people like kick trees and like they put little
hang
like
on them.
hammocks in there. So they like put needles and stuff, not needles, nails and stuff. I don't know. That's tough.
It's a giving tree. Everybody loves
You'd
that stuff.
you'd feel it, but would you have a tough outer
Like pain tolerance.
exterior?
I don't know.
Like
I feel like the trees
bark's
from
tough.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah. You like the
I don't know what they're called.
Ents.
The Ents, yeah. You know, like the big trees from Lord of the Rings?
Hmm.
Match up the hobbits. I would be a snail.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not? You
Why
guys
not?
want to?
I don't know if you're gonna be a snail. I'll be a snail.
Okay.
Sure.
Globe immortal. That's good.
Well, you could be a tree and I could live in your tree if I was a snail.
Um,
And I would gross anybody out who would try to come hurt you. Laying in their hair.
it's not like they could kill you.
That's what I'm saying. Slime them to high heaven.
And I think the idea of being immortal is so incredibly sad. Like all those
Scary.
questions and stuff that come up with, would you do this in order to live forever?
Mhm.
Like my immediate thought is I would do that in order to not have to live forever. Like that would be awful. There's no part of me that would want to. I absolutely love being alive, and I'm a very happy person. I don't want to live forever.
Yeah.
No, that's
Nobody
scary.
that wants any of that.
If I could be a giant snail, I'd be okay with that. Just a giant one.
King of the snails.
That's, it wouldn't be as much fun if I was small and immortal. I mean, like, you just got some like radioactive waste or something on you, and then giant.
Some
You'd be a snail with like
manifestation
3 shells.
Yes.
I don't know.
Who's slow now?
Yeah.
That's a sad question.
Yeah.
That wasn't meant to be a sad question, but that was like a 3:45 in the morning, and I couldn't fall asleep. And
And that's what you come up with?
You know how much random stuff I come up with? Like it's
No,
awful.
I don't. Because, see, at 3:45, I'm way passed out, and I'm either
Yeah, you are.
snoring or kicking you or pretending you fell out of the bed.
Yeah.
I seriously had this, like, super vivid dream that he fell out of the bed, and I was, like, super concerned about him. And I caught myself, like, I was sleeping, and I caught myself being like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And he's like, what do you want from me? And I'm like, you fell out of the bed! And he was like, no.
I don't think I worded it quite like that, but yeah.
Well, I was sleeping.
Yeah.
But I had woken him up like 5 times. Are you okay? Did you fall? He's like, well, I'm awake now. Anyway,
These things happen.
moving along. So snails and trees. That's what you think about, eh?
Sometimes. Annie, are you a snail or a tree?
I think I'd be probably a tree. If you could put me like by like a weeping willow by a pond where no one messes around.
That would be, yeah.
If I could choose a tree, I'd be a tree.
But then there's there one person who finds you
And cuts me down.
like this guy. I have an axe. But also, I don't want to be that snail that smells really bad. I forgot what it's called, but
Huh?
like I forgot what it's called.
There's a snail that smells bad?
That'd be terrible.
They all smell bad, don't they?
Yeah.
I know. I had a really bad time when I was like,
Like,
it
if
was
you-
a slug, but I was like running in like my dad's friend's backyard, and I left a water bottle there, and I ran outside to pick up the water bottle, and it was like covered in slugs. And the slugs literally, I was like 6. They got all over me, all over my over. I had to like shake them like off. I was like, oh my god, worst experience ever of my 6-year-old life.
Did you ever see the
Ugh.
old Dr. Dolittle with what's his name?
Eddie Murphy?
No. Like 40 years before that.
Oh,
Oh,
I've only seen the Eddie Murphy one.
So in the end,
yeah.
little spoiler, in the end, they sail off inside this giant snail. They're inside the shell, and that's just reminded me of that. But if no one's seen it, that's not helpful.
Okay.
And
Side note, Annie, do you think you look like this person? Let's see if we can.
Not that much.
I can see a tiny bit with the hair,
And like the eyes and like
And
the
you're-
light skin.
and you're both white.
Yeah.
Unless one of you claims you're transracial. I mean,
Not today.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
I don't know. Maybe. Sometimes. Every now and again I look up and I'm like, oh, it sure looks like.
it's someone we've known for a while, and I don't know. People look different in pictures than they do when you're used to
What is
interacting
one?
with them, I guess.
How about this one?
Maybe less. I don't know. Maybe more.
She looks like somebody else I know.
Is it that person in the mirror?
No.
Okay, sorry, sidebar. Anyway. So if I could pick like being a nice peaceful tree where, some kid is gonna swing on, I would do that. Because slugs, they're gross.
Yeah.
And they're always like in unsuspecting places. Like you go pick something up and then there's like a butt ton of them there and you're like,
Yeah, nobody's ever
Yeah, it's like
really
underneath
happy
a
with
rock and then there's like a snail. I'm like, who wants to live under a rock? Like literally.
right?
Yeah.
that's my hiding place. Don't look there. Leave me alone.
You see a tree and you might think, that's providing shade or it's something or whatever, and nobody's ever happy to see a snail,
Mm.
No.
like ever.
Little violin playing.
I mean, there were, I guess, escargot, but that
It must
doesn't
have
help
been
when you're.
real hungry.
Yeah, that's great if you're immortal to be escargot.
Job as a network administrator for a company that also employs your best friend's spouse. One day, your best friend's spouse sends you a message asking you to release an email from quarantine. This requires you to open that email, at which point you realize that it's a correspondence between said spouse and a secret lover. After releasing the email, or not, you have a conundrum. You want to tell your friend, but doing so is against company policy and you would lose your job. Once it comes to light that the affair was exposed due to the content of the company email, the trail will inevitably lead to you. Do you tell?
I'm so confused right now.
Your network.
I am a bit too.
Okay.
Your friend's husband
Okay.
works at the same company and sends you an email.
Just give him a name.
Yep. So John
Okay.
works at a company, at the company with you,
Yeah.
and sends you an email saying, hey, release this email so that I can read it or whatever, right?
Okay.
It gets caught up in some kind of a filter type of thing.
Sure.
To do it, you have to open the email,
Okay.
and you find out that John's been having an affair with such and such, with Betty down the hall. You want to tell John's wife, Jane, about it.
Your last name Smith.
Dope.
Oh, okay.
You want to tell Jane about it.
Okay. But I can't because of company.
But you can't
whatever.
because it's against company policy, so you'd probably lose your job. And once it will inevitably lead to you, they will find out that it's your fault that it was you that breached the gap.
So is the question: do
you tell Jane and at least in the near future lose your job, or do you keep your mouth shut and keep your job?
Oh, so you send the email, you unlock it anyway, even after
you
you've
unlock
read it,
or you don't.
Oh.
But regardless, you now know what it says. Do you tell Jane about it and in all likelihood lose your job in the next little bit?
Yeah.
Or not?
I would confront the
John?
best friend at least, but I wouldn't go against the company policy, honestly. I'm not losing my job over that. If I enjoy it, no.
I would honestly probably approach John and Betty and tell them what the heck. And if John wasn't going to have the decency to go home and tell his wife what he had been doing, I probably would, in not so many words, tell her. But I think it should definitely come from him instead of me, because it's, it's not really any of my business, but it kind of became my business unknowingly. Oh, that's poop.
Try to
Especially,
get him.
I feel like if you're the person to break that ice, you know what I mean? Who the wife is gonna be like, what? You know what I mean? Why? First of all, why is it coming from you? And they're gonna unleash all of that anger on you when it's like, I didn't do any. You know what I mean? I'm not the cheater here.
Right.
And I feel like
And she might deny it at first too.
From Johnny. And I don't want her to say anything and make me lose my job. You know what I mean? If she's mad.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, yo, look who looked at these emails real quick. That's against the job. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
Because hell hath no fury. So yeah, I would honestly probably approach John and Betty separately, and then I don't know.
Maybe have him, suggest for him to tell his wife. Obviously, it might not happen, but that's all you can do.
It's pretty true.
I don't know if approaching Betty would do much. She knows John.
Unless she would tell.
Oh, she does?
I would assume she knows. Well, yeah.
You never know.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe I wouldn't approach Betty. Maybe I would.
Have a talk with John either way.
Depends on how feisty I am.
Yeah, I think John's the main guy here.
That's
Yeah.
Tell John about the situation.
Really?
But either one of them can get mad and tell their boss, your boss, and stuff like that, and it can blow up.
It's true.
That's true.
I know. There's probably some sort of relatively covert way about it. You can't. I don't think you could have an affair without having some kind of tracks.
Right.
Corporate email thing, but past that, I feel like there's got to be something or other. You've got to be spending money on it or spending time.
Yeah, because I feel like you'd know just by rumors. I mean, you always see that one person who notices you're spending a little too much time at that office. There's some people who look out for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I feel like there would be some sort of a reasonably discreet way of nudging Jane toward finding that knowledge, but that would be after talking to John and giving him a chance to come clean.
Yeah. Come on, John, you know better.
What I'm saying. What I'm saying.
So there was that.
Yeah, so there that was.
Um,
Everybody's mad at John.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to cook exquisite foods in 30 minutes flat, or be able to make food appear one bite at a time by saying "ta-dow"?
Obviously, the second one.
No way, man. Exquisite food.
Yeah. I'd rather make awesome food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's just take a minute and think of how many bites it takes, right, to get you full. For me, it's a lot, and I don't want to have to just keep going. Ta-dow, 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 ta-dow. You know what I'm saying? I think
You're sitting there in the park or something. All of a sudden, ta-da,
Right,
ta-da, and all the kids look at you.
I know.
We can make it
Like you have Tourette's or something.
The quality of the food that appears is directly tied to the enthusiasm with which you say "ta-da."
Ta-da.
Yeah, because I feel like if you can make exquisite food in 30 minutes or less, you could monopolize and make something, you know what I mean? Because everybody's looking to, easy lunch. What am I even saying? You know what I'm saying? Yummy food in a short amount of time, guaranteed, I feel like would just be, oh man. And really, what's half an hour? You can't even cook a frozen pizza in half an hour after you preheat it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But believe you me, Mama is not going to be sitting here and saying, "Tadao, 45 minutes." It's not going to happen.
It was.
And then you like have somebody else next to you. So this is what I do. So you try it. Ta-da! Oh, sorry, it didn't work for you.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm
None
saying.
for you, Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
Right? You start out with "Tadao," you get a nice piece of whatever you want, and then by the end you're like "Tadao," and you're left with peanut.
Fritos.
Yeah, peanut jelly.
Does it work for drinks too?
Food.
Just food.
Can't get a bite full of drink.
You just gotta make sure that you.
I mean, maybe if it's frozen.
Like a slushy or something.
Yeah.
Or none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so are you still saying "Tadao," Christian? He would.
In the beginning, I think that would be a good choice, but then, it's going to get annoying, so I think I picked the exquisite food.
Well, there's a nice part in making food just appear. There's the nice part of you don't have to spend money on food. You can make it appear. But one bite at a time limits it quite a bit.
Yeah. That's just a lot, though. That's a lot of.
That's like a lot of energy, I feel like.
Right?
Every bite, like, man.
And if you want to, like, get a really good bite or something, you have to be, like, super enthusiastic. Maybe, like, get your hands in, you know what I'm saying?
Like, have your mouth real wide, like, ah!
Exactly.
I don't know. I'd like to make food. I'd like to be able to have, like, incredible food every time. Like, think about how, like, what you could do. Like, I'd be, like, bored one day, be like, let's cook, You can do that whenever. Like, you can cook whenever, and, like, you can make food for your friends, for your family. You could be, like, insanely popular in making, like, really good food.
It's true. You wake up in the middle of the night, you think, man, I'd love a snack. Creme brulee, half hour. Boom.
Right.
This skill I just obtained overnight.
Oh. If you could make creme brulee in a half hour, that would be...
See, you would be like,
I mean, that's
best pastry.
That's obviously the choice. It's, oh, man.
I think I've had that once.
All right.
Would you rather be the undisputed best at one instrument of your choice or at vocal music?
I feel like I'd want to be the best guitarist. Like, I just feel like I would want to be able to, like, go on stage or whatever and just, like, jam out like crazy. I don't really want to sing because, like, you're going to get tired, but I'd rather just play. Like, have, like, that creativity, like, just going through, and I'd rather be, like, the best guitarist ever.
And there are so many guitarists. Like, being the undisputed best would be quite a feat. It'd be a lot more impressive than being the undisputed best French horn player. Man, you should hear that French horn.
Well, it's unfortunate when you actually have a good French horn. They don't really get acknowledged because you're not like, oh, they suck.
Mozart would have liked Chuck.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the French horn players out there.
Yeah. Well, you know that it's not any good when they design the instrument with the bell backwards, facing away from the audience. I'm just kidding. I love all those horn players. I could never do it. I think I would go instrument as well. And I think I would still go with violin because
that's a high bar too.
It's a high bar, you know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, that's crazy. Although harp, that's a pretty cool instrument.
That is a pretty cool one. I play it when I'm drunk sometimes at my friend's house. And then I'll go there. I'll be like, everyone, listen. Can't play.
Nice. What are you doing? Are you singing or are you playing?
I'm playing an instrument.
What are you playing?
I don't know.
The French horn.
About that too.
Tuba.
vibrate.
I think I would pick
A ukulele. Whew.
either trumpet.
Really?
Yeah, like the really good trumpet jazz. I think that would be a good one. Or I don't know, some kind of string,
Yeah.
bass.
Bass? I would have
I
done
think
cello.
Cello seems fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Christian, are you?
If you picked ocarina, would you go back in time? Would you do that?
No.
Huh?
You're such a nerd. Don't listen to him.
No.
I would do vocal because I could still learn to play an instrument. You know, obviously I wouldn't be the best at it, but I'd be fine with being average at least. But with being the best with an instrument, I mean, you can learn um, how to sing properly, you know, like on pitch and everything, but you can't really, your voice, you can't really learn, you know what I mean? How to, so that's kind of why I picked vocal.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, and especially for you as a theater, I feel like that would be a huge asset.
Right.
So nice.
I think you have to be a certain amount of extroverted to pick vocal on this.
Yeah.
I mean, say, and you definitely seem to be. I'm less so.
Yeah.
Greensies.
I did. I helped with 2 theater shows in high school though, but I was backstage.
Were you like stage crew?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's
One
very
time I
helpful.
did props. That
hmm
was interesting.
Had to move like set pieces and stuff.
Or I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. Let's do. Do you want to do a situation one, or would you rather one?
Let's ask Annie. See what she wants to do.
Annie. We'll say last question. Do you want to do a situation one, or would you rather one?
Let's do a situational one. I feel like those are good for discussion.
Yes.
Unless it's like about poop, we can talk about poop.
Pick a number between 2 and 6.
4.
All right. As a famous athlete, you're offered $500,000 to endorse a product that you dislike and would never use. Do you take the deal?
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if you're an athlete, you can get way better endorsements, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't even know if I would take it if I, like, nothinged it, you know what I mean? But if you dislike a product, there's got to be a reason why you don't like it. So, no. Not for $1 million. I'm just kidding.
But, like, if I was supposed to do, like, I don't know, like, I hate mice. Like, if you had me, like, do, like, a pet store and, like, the mice were in the commercial or whatever, you know, for, like, or whatever, I feel like I wouldn't like that.
The mice from Shrek, the blind mice from Shrek.
Right, like, or, like, anything. Like, if you asked me to do, like, I don't know, nuts, I hate nuts. Like, they make me gag really bad, so
Huh.
I couldn't do it. Or, like, even certain brands, there's certain brands that, like, I don't like at all. So I won't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Would you take the money?
No.
See? No.
Nope. Actively disliking something, I wouldn't.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Christian.
If I felt it was bad, actually like harmful to people, then I wouldn't. But I think I'd take the money. If it was like some type of like food or whatever.
Yep.
Like how athletes like sponsor like Domino's and stuff like that. Like, I think I'd take the money.
I guess I didn't think about like food endorsements. I was just thinking, I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. Yeah.
This
Also,
rating.
I think it depends like how much money you're making. Like, if you're a star, does it say you're a star athlete or?
You're a famous athlete. You don't have to be a star.
Yeah,
Oscar Pistorius is famous.
That depends on the salary then too. But I think I'd take the money.
I feel like if you're a star, you wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Like, if you're, like, getting, like, a 5-year or 3-year, $100 million contract, like, 500,000, you'd be like, what is? Like, I'm so rich anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
I
some
spent
people like that, though.
$500,000 at, like, the store the other day.
Exactly.
On cheese curds alone.
Right? I bought 3 Culvers. Like,
Like 3 bathrooms.
Yeah. Cheese curds and prune juice. What a strange checkout.
And then your mansion. I wish to have a bathroom in this room.
Ta-da! No.
right, every time.
All of it. Good times.
You called it?
I think so. I'm getting tired.
All right. Well, thank you both for being on. Thank you, everyone who's watching. And thank you, everyone who posted questions. That's always really cool.
Yep.
It does make things easier for us, too. And we'll call that good.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys. My first time.
Yeah,
Alright.
I hope it was
You
enjoyable.
did great.
Okay.
Got to tell my poop story, so I love it. my poop.
I knew she would.
There you go. And then we'll see everyone next week.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.